always, before this class, you always like showing Prajna Paramita Sutra in Japanese, right? Right? Always. Kanji, Zai,
Yes,
Bosatsu,
yes.
Yojin. Okay, okay, okay. 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 So, okay, today is the last uh, meeting. So I today I want to talk about the conclusion, the true self, But of course, we have been already discussing only about our true self, So, but today, maybe I'll show a little bit different topic. It's about dependent origination, Everything is connected, So without this understanding, you cannot understand the Buddha Dharma itself, Okay? So then let's start. Okay. Uh, Same, but today a little bit different, Okay, so we have been discussing about double structure, you know. The world itself has a double structure. And you yourself are already, you have a double structure, But of course, we don't think so. We don't think so, you know. We think we are living in a single structure world. Single structure world. So what is a single structure world? It's like this figure 5, This is the world. Usually you think like this. You are in the world. You are in the world. And you are chasing after something good. You are escaping from something bad. And there are many, many other people. And sometimes you're fighting each other or you love each other. Many things happened, So this is a single structure world. And usually we think so. And there are many people, and one of them is me, So that's why I say me in the square world. Me in the square world. Okay? This is one of them. One person of these people is you. It's me. Me in the square world. And this is it. So unless you meditate, unless you go deeper and deeper in meditation, otherwise you cannot find totally different you, I call it blue sky me, okay? So you are already double structure. You in the square world and blue sky you, okay? And usually people don't know this blue sky me, blue sky you, because it's formless. It doesn't have a form. That's why that's why you cannot see it. You cannot touch it. You cannot hear it. So it means it does not exist for ordinary mind, So that's why this usually for you, the world is just single structure. World exists, you know? You are born into this world and you lived for many years, and then you disappear. You go somewhere else. Okay? This is your world. And this is you, you know? But then, if we think like this, of course, this world is not so good place, not so good place, you know. uh, of course, we cannot avoid suffering, pain, unhappiness, you know. Yes, of course, sometimes you can be happy when you can make money, when you encounter, good friend, you know, when you get good house, when you get good health, of course you can be happy. But everyone knows that kind of happiness doesn't last for long. Then you think, oh, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I'm happy right now, that's enough. I'm not seeking for eternal happiness, eternal happiness, I think most of people think like this. Of course, I admit, of course, there are so many unhappiness, so many pain, so many suffering in this world, but we cannot do anything. So let's just enjoy right now, That's it. Yes, sometimes suffering might come, pain might come, unhappiness might come, but I don't care. I don't care. As long as I'm happy right now with good food and with good alcohol or with a good friend or with good music, that's enough, Most people think like that. But some people, like Prince Siddhartha, Prince Siddhartha, he had everything. He was born as a prince, so it means he has money. He was supposed to become a king, and he had a beautiful wife and child, and of course beautiful palace or like that. Everything, he had everything, but he knew this kind of happiness doesn't last for long, And most people think, oh, I don't care. As long as I'm happy right now, I don't care what might happen later. But like a person like a Prince Siddhartha couldn't think like this, you know. Then, right? He met four kinds of people, you know. Uh, Old people and sick people and dead people, right? Then he had a totally different people. It's it's a monk or sadhu or like that. Then this person looks like very happy, very calm, but his happiness, nothing can touch his happiness, something like that. So he wanted, Prince Siddhartha wanted to become like him. Then he left palace and he practiced for 6 years in the forest. And finally, he found the truth. Okay? So everyone knows this story. And then what did he say when he get enlightened, when he get found some truth? And he said, he found a gate which leads to immortality, deathlessness, you know? So if we can go to this deathless state, then our happiness will last forever. It's not like ordinary happiness, which you can find in Singapore or in Tokyo or like that, So, but this is just a story, or fantasy, fantasy. it yes, we can think. Yes, Prince Siddhartha is like that. He became Buddha and he found such and such, oh, it's a good story, but nothing to do with us, with you know. But through meditation, we can find this exactly same kind of happiness which Prince Siddhartha found. It means this happiness lasts forever. Something like that. Then how can we find? Then we need understand this double structure. You understand? Double structure. So and that's why we have been discussing about this double structure, until now. Okay? So just before, at the beginning, you were chanting, or some Japanese monk, maybe he was chanting Prajna Paramita Sutra, Prajna Paramita Sutra. And then they say, Shiki Sokuzei Kuku, Sokuzei Shiki. It means form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. So, what is form? Maybe there's some Chinese, I wrote Chinese character, like that. Okay, so it means we consist of five elements, and first element is just this form, this body. Okay, then this thinking consists of four, like this. Then this body and thinking make you, So you consist of five elements, and one is just body, and four are just mental factors, thinking and perception and like that, So this form is rupa. It's like a physical phenomena, okay? And nama is a mental phenomena, like that. So one rupa and four nama or something like that. Then five elements, five aggregates or like that. Okay. So you consist of five aggregates, but summing up, you just consist of just two, rupa and nama. So physical phenomena, mental phenomena. That's it. Okay. So you were like that. Then form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. Prajna Paramita Sutra says. What does it mean? It's very simple. You are form. And at the same time, you are emptiness. You are emptiness. At the same time, you are form. Form and formless. Formless and form. That's why the meaning of form is emptiness. Emptiness is form is like this. Just it's saying just double structure. Okay, so so that's why we have been discussing about this double structure. You in this square world, but at the same time you outside of this square world as a formless consciousness, and then you are watching, you are observing this square world. Okay, then we have been discussing about mindfulness and compassion. Mindfulness and compassion. And we found mindfulness, compassion exists only outside of this square world, you know? But until now, people have been, people try to be mindful, try to have a compassion in this square world. And people found it's extremely difficult, extremely almost impossible, to have a compassion, it's very difficult. And to be mindful, it's also very difficult. Mindful, we have to see things without attachment, without anger or hatred. We have to observe things objectively without all these negative emotion. And but it's very difficult because when we encounter something good, of course, immediately we have some kind of attachment or liking. And when we encounter something bad, so immediately we have anger, hatred, anxiety, fear, or something like that. So immediately, and then it's very natural to have this attachment and anger. And it's very difficult to make them less and less and less. Or we should not react. We should not react. We should not have a attachment and anger, but it's very difficult. That's why to practice mindfulness is extremely difficult. And also compassion, to have compassion toward me, toward our favorite person, or our enemy, or some kind of strangers. It's very difficult, So what does it mean? Maybe we have been having a misunderstanding about mindfulness and compassion, because we didn't know these double structure of the world and double structure of you yourself. Okay? So, but now you understand. If you can understand double structure, then you can really understand the true meaning of mindfulness and compassion. Okay? So mindfulness and compassion, you can have them only when you stand outside of this world as blue sky me, blue sky you, blue sky me, So you are blue sky me, blue sky you, then you look back at this square world. Okay? Then you can have a perfect mindfulness. You can have perfect compassion, without any resistance. Okay? So, mindfulness, compassion. So, by trying to have compassion, by trying to have mindfulness, we actually jump from this square world to blue sky world. Okay? Then when you become blue sky you completely, then you can have a mindfulness and you can have a compassion, something like that. So before you practice mindfulness and compassion, you really have to understand this double structure itself. Okay? Then you in the square world, if you are just you in the square world, then you have a form, then what happens? no, not so good things happened, you know? Like Buddha said, this world is full of suffering. Why? Because there are four inevitable suffering in human life. What are four? Birth, aging, sickness, and death. You know? So of course, you know, we are just a form. You know, this form. So form is very fragile. So when you are young and very healthy, maybe your body is so strong and healthy, but you cannot be young forever, you know. Of course, we'll be old and sick or like that, you know. So as long as you are just a form, you cannot avoid suffering. You understand, right? You understand. Okay. Then person like Prince Siddhartha, you know, he tried to find like unbreakable happiness. You know, in Singapore, in Tokyo, we have many kinds of happiness, you know, happiness. But this happiness, they don't last for a long time. You know that, you know. So that's why Prince Siddhartha tried to find like a eternal happiness, you know, which doesn't disappear, you know, which lasts forever, something like that, you know. So then uh, he found, oh, actually, he has a double structure, you know. In one sense, he is also like a human, like you and me, you know, uh, born in India almost 2,500 years ago, you know. So it means he has a very, well, of course, he has a healthy body, but a healthy body doesn't mean like a strong body like iron, like that, right? So of course he is also weak. He can be old and he can be sick, like that. Okay, but at the same time, he found his true self is blue sky me, blue sky me. It has no form. That's why no, it's unbreakable. Okay, so then, but still, maybe for you, this is just a theory, because you cannot find blue sky me, blue sky you. Okay, so by you really have to you really have to touch it, this blue sky me, you know, then you understand, yes, this exists. This is not just theory. This is not just fantasy, you know. So how can you touch this? By meditation, you know. So then we need vipassana meditation. So vipassana meditation, what's that? You know, we just observe. Wait, just a moment. We observe our nama and rupa, our mental phenomena, our physical phenomena, you know. Then these nama and rupa are just arising, falling, arising, falling. You know? Then we just observe, observe, observe. Okay? Then everything, anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca, dukkha, anatta is the address of this meeting, right? Impermanence, suffering, no self. You know? Uh, three important truths of this world. Okay? So then, we just see things as anicca, dukkha, anatta, anicca, dukkha, anatta, impermanence, suffering, no self. So if we meditate like this, finally we found empty space. Empty space. Okay? Then, but at the same time, we can observe, we can be aware of this empty space. Yes, we doesn't become unconscious, we can clearly be aware of this empty space. Why can you do that? Because you are blue sky you, blue sky me. That's why blue sky me can be aware of blue sky. That's why. Very simple. So then you understand you are blue sky you, because you can be aware of blue sky. Okay? So then you understand you have double structure, you have form, and you have formless. Dimension of form and dimension of formless. So dimension of form is you in the square world. Of course, there are so many things, but at the same time, you are outside of this world. Then you are formless. Okay? So you in the square world and blue sky you. This double structure. Okay? Then in especially Theravada meditation method, we just do vipassana in rupa and in nama. So it's my physical phenomena, mental phenomena, like that. But also, we do, we observe dependent origination. Dependent origination, I wrote down here. Okay? So, maybe you have been learning about this dependent origination. 12 links of dependent origination or something like that, So, but it's for you, maybe it's just theory, it's just theory, So, dependent origination is not just, okay, just a moment. Chat. Do we do vipassana in jhana? This is very, very difficult question, like, okay. Like samatha and vipassana, samatha meditation, vipassana meditation. And samatha meditation like anapanasati or four elements meditation or like that. And we can enter into jhana. Jhana is a concentrated state of mind, Then usually Theravada teacher, they said, using this power of this concentration, we do vipassana. We do vipassana. So because our mind has a power of concentration, that's why we can see things very clearly or like that. So usually Orthodox Theravada teacher, they explain about samatha and vipassana like this, you know. And so in vipassana, usually uh, when we enter into jhana is already, our mind is become too calm, too calm. That's why we cannot observe, you know. So that's why usually we get out of the jhana and then do vipassana. Usually, ordinary Theravada teacher, they say like this. But but my interpretation jhana is a little bit different. That's why, uh, like by entering into jhana, actually we enter into this blue sky me dimension, blue sky me dimension. So from blue sky me, we can see this square world. We can do vipassana about our mind and body. Okay, so anyway, so let's go back to dependent origination, you know. So now you know you have a double structure, you have a form, you know, and you have a formless consciousness, blue sky you. Okay, then this form, the world of form, the world of form, they are constantly changing. And nothing lasts forever, you know? So everything is just broken. Then, point is, of course, you know, anything, you know, everything is broken. And then our body, we ourselves will be finally broken. You understand, right? And broken, you know, uh, at the end of our life. Okay? But don't worry. Don't worry. At that time, you know, if you have a practice meditation for many years and you really understand this your true self, like these two double structure, the you as a form, you formless you, okay? Then you completely you know very these two double structure very well, okay? Then at the end of your life, everything will be broken. Your body will be broken, your mind will be broken. But at the time, you can find something which is not broken, something which has no form, you know? So maybe just as a story you maybe read or some teacher might told you, you know? Like this is like some kind of light, okay? Very subtle light, okay? So if you can find this light, then you can jump into this light, okay? But if you are so confused, you know, you just thought you were just form, you know, then form is now is being broken, you know, it it will be most scary things for you because you yourself will be broken, you know. then what do you want? Of course, you want to have a new body. Do you understand? Then new life will start. It means samsara will start, will continue like this. Okay, so this is a story of samsara. But purpose of Buddhism is very clear. How to get out of this samsara. You understand? Right? So that's why Buddha said, I will never be reborn again. So I will put final period to this samsara. Okay? So now you understand. As long as you think you are just a form, then at the end of your life, your form will be broken. And it's most scary thing for you because you will lose yourself. Then you won't have a new body, then samsara will start again. Then again and again and again. You can never be free from this samsara. But if you understand this double structure, and if you really understand that you are true self, it's a true self is a formless, formless light. Then you can jump into this light. Then this is the end of samsara. No, this is not my story. Many, like Dalai Lama, His Holiness Dalai Lama, or like any great teacher, telling exactly the same thing. Yeah. And then in Theravada meditation, we just see how we have been continuing our samsara, like this. Okay, so maybe you heard tanha. Tanha is a craving, not just a desire, Tanha is, I want to drink, I want to eat, very strong desire. It's a tanha. But yes, you have a tanha for money or for different sex or position or house or like that. But it's not so important. At the end of your life, you will have a strongest tanha in your life. You want a new body. This is the strongest tanha in your life. Then you will get new body, sometimes human body, or sometimes not human body. Nobody knows, So that's why from tanha, samsara will start again. Maybe you learned this kind of stuff, right? So, but maybe until now it's just a story or a theory, But it's not just theory, but it's a reality. Okay. Okay. So then, from tanha, from extremely strong desire, samsara will start. But if you want to put end to this samsara, you really have to understand this double structure. Okay? So as long as you think you are just a form, you just can't stand because you are losing your form. It means you are losing yourself. Then that's why you want new form, new body. Then samsara will start. But now you understand you are not just a form, but you are blue sky you. This is your true self. Okay? Your true self. If you really understand your true self, then you don't care. You don't care your form. You don't care the destruction of your form. So that's why you don't have a tanha, you don't have this extremely strong desire, okay? Then finally, you can put end to your samsara, like that, okay? So that's why this true self stuff is extremely important for you. Not only just for happiness in your life, but to find your true happiness, you really understand this double structure. Okay? Okay. So uh, then point is, but of course this is just theory. Then how can we really experience these blue sky me? Then I said, mindfulness, compassion are very important, very important, you know. But at my place in Japan, I'm teaching three kinds of meditation. Uh, I wrote 4 elements meditation, compassion meditation, and anapanasati. Why? Last time we discussed about the importance of observing our body. Observing our body. Why? Because when we thinking in our brain, at the time we lost like our body. It means we are just living in here in the brain like this. So we are completely disconnected with our body. Then as long as we live in this brain, of course, attachment or anger or hatred, will be stronger and stronger. Why? Because this brain is like, as I said, it's like making a movie, So we can make any kind of movie by thinking, So that's why, like, we just cannot stop this brain activities, And then with this brain activities, we become very unhappy. We become very unhappy, So that's why we really have to stop these brain activities. But how? Most effective way is observing our body. Observing our body means observing the inside of our body. So it means feeling the inside our body. Okay? So last time we just observed our body, but most orthodox way of observing body is a 4 elements meditation. In like a Theravada tradition, they are still teaching this kind of meditation. 4 elements is a earth, water, fire, air. Earth, water, fire, air. 4 elements. So our body itself consists of 4 elements. So then we check what is a earth elements, what is a water elements. So earth and water, if earth element is strong, we have very, very hard, like a bone or like that. But water elements, more water elements, like a cheek, more like a soft, and more water elements. Then, like just liquid, like our tears or sweat or saliva or like urine or like that. Okay. Then fire, it's a heat. Yes, we have heat. And air is like a power, power. Because of air elements or wind elements, we can move our body, and when we are sitting, our sitting posture is supported by these wind elements. Okay, so by observing these four elements, we enter into our body. We enter into our body, and then we find like a very subtle energy, very subtle energy. Maybe Chinese tradition, you call it chi energy or like that, like that. So then we enter into our body deeper and deeper and deeper. Then we find our body is nothing but subtle energy and light, Like we think our body is just some kind of material, But if we enter into our body inside, not out from outside, Doctors, they check our body from outside, they check. But by meditation, we can enter into our body inside, Then we'll find our body is nothing but such energy and light, like that. Okay? Then compassion meditation. Already we did, Of course, our ego cannot have a compassion. May all beings be well and happy, So by practicing compassion meditation, we little by little we throw away our egoistic mind, Then little by little we are going to blue sky me dimension. Okay, then anapanasati, just mindfulness of in breath, out breath, So we watch our in breath, out breath, but without any liking and disliking, without any attachment and hatred. So then, little by little, we become blue sky you, blue sky me. Okay? Then we just drop all meditation techniques, meditation object, We just become blue sky, So we just become blue sky and stay as a blue sky. But at the time we do meditation, we do still meditate, But we don't have any more object of meditation, For elements meditation, our body is the object of our meditation. Compassion meditation, the object of compassion meditation is sometimes me, sometimes other people are like that. And anapanasati, of course, in breath, out breath, are the object of meditation, So this meditation, they have an object, they have a technique, like that. Very concrete method, way of meditation and meditation object. But then we enter into blue sky me. At that time, we throw away everything. or meditation method, or meditation object, meditation technique, like that. So we just become blue sky you, blue sky me. So we sit as a blue sky me, that's it. So this is like a final stage of meditation, like that. Okay? So then if you become familiar with this blue sky me, then you don't have anything to worry about, because you know that, yes, you have a body has a form, but you are not just form, So that's why, as long as you have form, you are always worrying about this form will be broken or like that. But now you don't have anymore this kind of fear or anxiety, because you are not just a form, you are formless. Okay? So, like like that's it. That's it. This is the essence of Buddhism, like then you can explain all the Buddhist teachings from this point of view, so as long as you stay in the square world, yes, this square world is full of suffering, then Buddha tried to find out trying to find out the way out of this square world. Then he found exit. He found exit. And he found immortality. Why? Because he discovered this double structure. That's it. Okay? So this is your true self. Then you can explain, you can understand Prajnaparamita Hatsuta completely. Prajnaparamita Hatsuta, they said no, 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 no. Why? Because as long as we are in the square world, suffering is made by such and such and such and such and such. Yes, but from the beginning, you were just a form, but at the same time emptiness. You were emptiness, but at the same time form. This kind of double structure, that's why you are free from suffering. Your way of thinking is completely perverted. But if you really understand this, you can completely put final end to the suffering. Prajnaparamita Hatsuta always says so. Like this. Then problem is, how can we realize it? Then we need meditation. Okay, so today, from now, I want to do meditation. Then today, I want to have a little bit longer session of final discussion, because I know you have many, many questions and doubts or like that, so maybe you want to discuss about it, okay? Okay, so let's do meditation. Okay, please please sit on your chair or on the meditation cushion. Maybe please, maybe glasses, Okay, so please sway your upper body from right to left, from left to right. Then lean forward and pull your body back. And please raise your shoulders up, 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 and down. Up, 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 down. Up, 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 down. Then please breathe out all the air in your lungs through your mouth, through 3 times. Okay? Please breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Okay, so today we do 3 kinds of meditation, but of course we don't have uh, time, so we do them quickly. Okay, but don't worry, you can really find something. Okay. Okay, so first, please feel your body. Okay, now you are sitting on the chair or on a meditation cushion. Please feel how meditation cushion is supporting you. Then your feet or your legs. Okay, so please pay attention to the bottom of your spine. Bottom of your spine, okay? Then you are climbing up in the spine. Do you understand? Breathing in, you are climbing up. You can feel the inside of your spine. Then breathing out, you are coming down from the top of your head to the bottom of your spine. Then you feel your upper body. And left arm, right arm, and shoulder, neck, head. And please pay attention to your abdomen. When you are breathing in, your abdomen is rising. When you are breathing out, your abdomen is falling. Rising, falling, breathing in, breathing out. Don't you feel some kind of energy in your body? Very subtle energy. Because you feel this energy, subtle energy, you feel very calm. You are free from any kind of anxiety or fear, from negative emotion. Already you feel peace, security, happiness. Okay, so let's go. Let's have a compassion meditation. You are not irritated anymore. So now you are very kind to everybody. especially to yourself. And sometimes you are not so kind to yourself, right? But now you can be kind to you. Then please meditate like this. May I be well and happy. May I be free from any kind of suffering. Okay, so let's send compassion to other people. Maybe first, just your friend, your intimate friend, or your teacher. Pick up just one of them, just put them in front of you. Then you can say, may this person be well and happy. May they be free from any kind of suffering. Yes, then you can have a compassion to anybody, even stranger whom you don't know at all. You just met him or her on the street. Maybe today you met many strangers, but maybe one of them you still remember. Okay? Then you send compassion to him or her. May this person be well and happy. May this person be free from any kind of suffering. Yes, your mind is full of compassion. That's why you can send compassion to anybody, even to your enemy. With this person, you had a very bad relationship. Very bad. But now you can have a compassion even to him, to her. May this person be well and happy. May this person be free from any kind of suffering. Okay, so let's send compassion to everybody like this. May all sentient beings be well and happy. May they be free from any kind of suffering. So your compassion will go anywhere on this earth. Okay? Okay, so now your mind is filled with compassion. Then you can have a mindfulness very easily. You are free from attachment and anger or hatred. You can have mindfulness. Okay, so let's choose the object of mindfulness. Maybe breathing in breath, out breath. Just pay attention to the entrance of your nostril. You know that you are breathing in. You know that you are breathing out. And in breath, we can divide it into three: beginning, middle, end. Beginning, middle, end. Beginning of in breath, middle, the end. And beginning of out breath, middle, the end. Okay, so let's do like this. Anapanasati. beginning, middle, end. Beginning, middle, end. Okay, so please breathe in, breathe out slowly. And sway your upper body from right to left, from left to right. Then raise your shoulders up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, so we still have 30 minutes, and this is last time. So you can ask any kind of question, or you can just simply say what you felt in your meditation, or like that. Okay, so anybody?
Bhante, there's a question in the chat.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do
Do
you?
you? Yeah. Yeah. Do you enter jhana from anapanasati?
Yes, of course, of course. Anapanasati is the main gate through which we can enter into uh, jhana. You know, like if we can continuously, we can observe our in breath, out breath. Then naturally, we can enter into jhana. Yes. So point is why? Like if why observing breath is so important? You know, like in breath, out breath. So we think, our mind is like a monkey mind. So like a monkey, our mind is just jumping around from one branch to another branch. You know. So as long as our mind is acts like that, it's impossible to observe in breath, out breath. You know. Then we think we have to like grasp the neck of the monkey and uh, we force our monkey to stay at one place. But no, no, no. Actually, it's not like that. So uh, already I explained, about the change from the me in the square world to blue sky me. So when we become, or when we move into the dimension of blue sky me, then we can very easily observe our mind, our in breath, out breath. At the time, yes, we can say we are entering into jhana. Okay, just a moment, another question. Hi Bante, in the daily life, maintaining the blue sky mindset is pretty tough. Would you give us some advice about this point? Okay. Okay. But already if you forget blue sky me dimension, then then you were just me in the square world. You were just form, and you were just surrounded by something good, something bad, and your happiness, unhappiness, and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. You know. So then you can think, oh yeah, life is like this. Life is like this. Then sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm unhappy, or like that. But one day you become just fed up with everything. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Then you really want like a very strong happiness or very strong calmness or very strong, like a safe place. You know that this world is full of danger, you know? Then if you really want safe place, you cannot find safe place other than blue sky me, you know? So that's why, like first, you really need some kind of aspiration, you know? Yes, I want to have a like eternal happiness, eternal safe place, you know? Then, yes, of course, your mind is always like this, you know? Then, uh, like before, when you get up in the morning, you just do meditation, you know, 30 minutes or like that. Then you can keep calmness through your daily life. Of course, you know, in your office or like that, so, you know, your mind becomes a little bit like this, you know, but very easily you can come back to this very safe place. Okay, so that's why you need uh, like a daily meditation. Then meditation and your busy life will be like mixed, you know. Then little by little, you can keep like this blue sky mindset, you know, through your all your day, all day long, like that, you know. So it's just practice, practice, practice. Yes. Okay. So please, any question? Do you understand dependent origination? Oh, okay. Thank you, Bante. Understood. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Anything you can write. You can write at日本の人も英語で書けるんなら書いてください。Japanese people, you can write in English.
I think if anyone have any question, you can also like unmute yourself and speak to Bhante straight away.
When do we do vipassana in meditation? When do we do vipassana in meditation? Sorry, I don't get it. What do you mean? Which step? Which step? Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, so as you know, like meditation, usually there are two kinds of meditation: samatha meditation, vipassana meditation. Okay, so samatha meditation, like we pick up uh, already, you know, like breathing in breath, out breath, or body, or compassion, like that. Then, by practicing samatha, little by little, our mind calm down, you know. Then, little by little, we are uh, coming closer to blue sky me dimension. Okay. Then, vipassana. Vipassana is we observe anything, not just one object, you know? So we can observe our mind, we can observe our body, like that. Okay? So, through samatha meditation, we just calm down our crazy thinking mind, you know? Then, little by little, we are entering into blue sky dimension. Then, finally, we can observe our mind, our body, or the world around us. Then this is vipassana, you know. So then we can observe these things with without attachment, without any kind of anger or hatred or like that. Okay? Then little by little we can see nature of our mind, nature of the things around us. Okay? So samatha and vipassana both are very important for us. Okay? Yes, just curious. There are some people who are always very calm and kind, but they are not necessarily meditation practitioners. Or are they considered in the blue sky without understanding the Buddhism? Okay. I don't think so. Like, no, people have each people has a his or her character, So I think, like, yes, I know some people very like irritated, very easily get angry or like that. Some people are not. But this kind of calm people, maybe when they encounter extremely bad situation, not so many people can keep calmness, and very easily they lose their temper, like that. So I don't think they are touching the blue sky, So, but you can really find some meditation master who are touching blue sky, and they can keep their calm mind in any situation like that. Why? Because they are always touching this blue sky dimension. Okay, so next. So the formless is always present and unchangeable. Form is always changeable. Is this understanding correct? If not, correct me. Thank you. Okay. Yes, of course, like in this square world, everything is changing, because it's a form, Okay. So that's why anicca, impermanence, dukkha, anatta, no self. Okay, because always changing. Okay, so that's why this square world is very unstable. We cannot. There's no safe place in this square world. Okay, then this blue sky world is of course changeable, not changing, so full of peace, calmness, serenity, like that. So point is like, of course you can imagine or you can understand by intellectually, but it's not enough. You really have to touch. You really have to enter into this dimension, then you can really feel, yes, I am safe. There's no danger in this dimension, like that. Okay, so Bante, I used to be able to do daily meditation for a longer time in the past. But nowadays, as life gets more busy, I found there's lesser time to meditate. And sometimes there's a little feeling of sadness. how does one deal with such a negative emotion with reaction to Dharma practice? Thank you, Bante. Yes, but I think, like you really have to decide what is the most important for you, what is more important, you know. So many people, there's no like some kind of standard. Yes, and then they just pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Not only just practice, many things. Yes, of course, in Singapore or in Japan, we are surrounded by so many things, and we are, our mind is always jumping around. So if we chase after all these things, of course, we found there's no time for practice. There's no time for practice because we are so busy. We are so busy, So that's why, like, I think, first you have to decide what is most important in your life. In your life, Yes, of course, we need so many things. We need the money, we need a house, we need friends, or we need like that. But nothing is more important than Dharma, you know. But of course, like we choose that only Dharma and we throw away other things. Of course, it's not practical. That's why we really have to be very wise. This is most important. This is less important, but still important. Then, how can we divide our time, and how much time we should spend for Dharma, how much time we should spend for other things? We really have to choose wisely. Okay, then you have enough time for practice. Yes. Now in Japan also, like I'm always inviting people to my meditation class, and people always say, "I'm so busy, I'm so busy," like that. Yes, but like please, like pick up. Yeah, please choose what is most important for you. Okay, anything else? Please.
Bante, can I ask? It's regarding like when you're dying, if your body is like broken, right, and your mind is broken, right, like you're not here anymore, like you're very sick, and then how do you enter this blue sky aware, like how do you touch the blue sky and like not be in this suffering, when you're dying? Because
Of
yeah,
course, this is the most difficult practice, of course, Also- So that's why, like, until now, we are so confused, because I said, if you think you are just you in the square world, you are nothing but form, you know, you have form, and then you are now losing your form. So then you think you are losing form means you are losing yourself. Of course, right? Then it's so scary. Most scary things in our life, Yes, we can lose money, we can lose many things, but we can lose ourselves, you know. Most scary things. That's why we become so confused. Then we want new body, new life. Then our samsaras started again. Okay, so that's why to avoid confusion, this kind of confusion, we really have to understand who you truly are. Who you truly are. Yes, you have form. But form is not you. You are more than form. Okay? You have form, but you have a formless dimension. Formless. Okay? So this is blue sky me. Okay? So while you are still alive, if you become familiar with blue sky me, then you can avoid the confusion. You know, you don't think anymore you are just a form. You know, so that's why now you are losing form, but you are not confused. You are not scared. You know, you are not afraid of losing your form because you know you are more than that. Okay, then at the time, like this blue sky me dimension will appear as a light according to masters, I don't know, but because I'm not dying right now, so anyway, so the very strong light will appear, as a blue sky dimension, so if you are familiar with blue sky me while you are still alive, while you are doing meditation in the morning, then you know that, yes, this is it. Then you can really jump into this light dimension without fear, without confusion, like that. So, and that's why Master, like His Holiness Dalai Lama, he always says you should practice while you are still alive, while you have still energy, then you can have a very happy ending in your life, So you are still young, you are not sick, you don't seem sick, So that's why. But if we don't have any kind of fear or about our life, then you can live very happily. You know that many people looks like happy, but they have very strong anxiety. Even though they are very young and beautiful and they have lots of money or like that, still they have lots of anxiety. Why? Because they know, because they don't know what is waiting for them at the end of their life. But you know now what is waiting for you at the end of your life, then you are not afraid of it. Because every day, every morning, you are doing meditation and you are becoming familiar with this blue sky me. You are becoming familiar with this light, then you know that this light is waiting for me at the end of my life. Then you are not afraid of it. Because in your daily meditation, when you see this light, you feel absolute peace, calmness, safety, like that. If you just touch this light, immediately all your negative emotions are gone. Absolute safety, absolute security, absolute like a peace. You can feel it. Okay? Then you know that this kind of things waiting for me at the end of my life. Then you don't have any more anxiety, So this is if you really practice Buddhist meditation and if you really learn this Dharma, then you'll be really free from any kind of doubt and fear or anxiety or like that. You can really live happily. Yes, many people look happy, but only superficially. And you know that such a superficial happy person, they are full of anxiety like that, like that. But you, but Buddhist practitioner, you know, superficially, of course, superficially you look happy, but not only superficial level, but at the deepest level of your mind, you are still happy. You are free from any kind of anxiety, like that. So, what kind of life do you want? Just a superficial happy life, but full of anxiety, or a real happy life, like that. So, if you really learn Dharma and practice Buddhist meditation, you can have a perfect happy life. Yes. Okay. Anybody? Okay. So, especially, Japanese people, I can meet them anytime. So Singaporean people, please ask any question.
Thank you for your sharing, Venerable. I just want to ask if I can have your permission to share the notes with some of my friends who might be interested to learn.
Okay, please.
Thank you. And I think I just want to thank you. I learned a lot through the 4 sessions, so thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anybody? One more person? Okay, Bante, where can we find out more about your next English Dharma talks? Okay. Like, I said I used to go to India and Taiwan every year, but because of course, COVID-19, I couldn't almost for 2.5 years, So, but then this time, I also enjoyed talking with you, teaching Dharma in English, So maybe like I have many friends in India, and maybe they can organize this kind of English English speaking seminar, Then you can join it, of course, like I have a English site, Then I put a schedule of my next English Dharma talks, Okay. So, and also, like, okay, when meditation, I find my whole body disappears. Why is it like that? And is this jhana? Okay. Uh, like you think this is my body. This is my body, This is me, But it's not true, It's not true. Yes, you have a form. You have body as a form. But at the same time, you are blue sky. Blue sky. So in meditation, like you just go into this blue sky you dimension, Then at the time, yes, of course, this is more you, this less you, So that's why you might feel your body disappears. It's jhana, yes, yes, beginning of jhana, yes, of course. Yes, if you like to include it in the Dharma Buds. Okay. Okay, so from Louise, I let you know about my English site, like that, Okay.
Yes, thank you, Bhante. Yes.
Okay. Now, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, just one more question. How do you know you are in the blue sky? Me? Just thinking we are? No, or just thinking we are? Okay. This is a very good question, Blue sky, it's the real one. It's not just concept. Yes, of course you can think of it, but thinking of blue sky, you don't become happy, or you don't feel safe, But if you really touch blue sky, or you become blue sky, okay, first, there's no negative emotion whatsoever, Then you can feel perfect security, perfect safety, and perfect peace, So it's obvious, Yes, this is blue sky, So you yourself know it, You become blue sky, or you are just in the square world, Here, full of suffering, full of anxiety. Here, there's nothing, just peace. Okay, sadhu, 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 sadhu. Okay, shall we